let's say you're making enough. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another stream. This one's gonna be pretty short, probably an hour at the most. What's up Cheese? What's up Fluffy? Hi Cubelum. But yeah, we're hanging out, gonna be doing some scripting and answering your scripting questions. So let me know. What's up Guac? What's up Jamie? What's up Miner? Yeah, I've been like, for me, it's a nice break in my work day. So like after this, I gotta make 4 TikToks. So like this is like kind of my break to chill out, because I got a long work day ahead of me. So streaming is the chill part of the day. Opinions on tween service? It's useful for a lot of stuff. As you get more advanced, people recommend springs, but there's some easy practical applications for tween service. We do have a tutorial on it. I'm making a new place. Is there anything you guys want me to work on right away? Any ideas? How can you get a girlfriend? They take away from scripting time, so don't ever get a girlfriend. Opinions on knit? I've never used it yet. I'm planning on learning it soon. If you're tweening parts, it might be a bit odd, Swagger. That's about it. Is Twitter Blue worth it? If you're like a brand, yes. Otherwise, no. I would say. Like I have it on my company's account, but I don't have it on my personal account. How to make an escalator? I will. I love Nevermore, I will say, but I'll consider it. What is in my eye? Why does my eye look weird? Full tutorial on how to use Nevermore engine? That would be good. Maybe I'll do that. To give you a really quick rundown though, let me show you, let me give you an overview of how Nevermore works. So Nevermore has, do I not have it like referenced in Studio? Hold on. Next game jam, eventually. What do you mean, Zach? No, G Dizzle, I'm actually gonna answer yours dead. VS Code plugin reveal. I use these. For my Roblox ones, I use Rojo, Lua Autocomplete, LSP. That's it. Yeah, I guess that is it. What's up, Abdul? Alright, I want to find my... Nevermore's... No, you didn't. Have you been posting on it? What is knit? It's a framework, so it's like a, it's not very restrictive. I know that was the reason it was created, but frameworks are like general or like guides in structuring your code. So it provides utilities for how you handle networking and requiring, you know, setting up module scripts. So I use Nevermore because I like the simplicity of being able to require my modules like this, and then it doesn't force me to use any special like initialization methods unless I choose to, which is what I want. Oh, you bought that account? Dude, that account shows up on my feed all the time. What is the biggest tip that I have to get more money on YouTube? How many YouTube videos have you made so far in your life? Zach, I'm still confused. Wait. Do you want to know how to make a code for a button after it's created? Can I script a tool that spawns in an object with multiple parts when you click it? Yeah, Oz, the way that I would do it would just be to have like my model, right? So let's say I wanted to spawn in like this, right? And they're both anchored. After it's created, Zach, in the script you create it, let's say you do this. What's up, Luke? Let's say I do local button equals instance dot new image button. If I want, and then button dot parent equals, you know, something like player dot player GUI dot screen GUI. But then what I would do to add the mouse button and click is literally, since I have the reference to the button I just created, I would just do button dot mouse button one click connect function, and then, you know, print clicked. So I'd do all my code in there. So you just use the reference to get the mouse button one click connection. If I was making, you got like one, yeah, shorts are a good way. My first tip for you is just make a lot of videos. Dropout, I've still not like gone deep enough into Luau to give good answers yet. I haven't scripted in a bit. I've been focusing on working on my game with like normal Lua and then doing TikTok stuff. So I'm preparing my Luau resources to give to you guys in like tutorials, but I want to make sure I'm fully educated on it before I discuss it. All right, if I was making a tool, to whoever asked, hopefully by the end of this month is our goal for the release. So if I was making a tool that the player could spawn items with, Oz, I think you asked, I would do this. I would do local model equals game.replicatestorage.model. By the way, we're trying to get to 2,900 subs, guys, so be sure to subscribe. Just have each of them have a true or a false value in the table, Zach. And if it's true, that means it was clicked. Oh, if you want to do it like this. So do you mean like this? I want to get to 3.9 first. Then I would do for underscore button in buttons do button dot mouse button. What's up, Cindyus? That's how I'd go about if I needed to loop through buttons to get to attach an event to all of them. I would use the code like this, because when you loop through, the value you're gonna get here is the button that can be clicked. Or no, wait, let's do it. All right. Oops. Dude, you got a great deal in Judaism. What type of animation pop? I think I will, Luke. I want to wait until I find my uses for it and use it enough. And then I will. Because the one time I've needed replica service was before it was created. So I never actually learned it. Because I only really learn things when they solve a problem that I'm actively experienced. But in the case of a tutorial, I'll get it learned. So expect to see that realistically next month. This month I'm focusing on the beginner series as well as Roho, Nevermore, GitHub, those tutorials I want to get established on the channel. Okay, so Oz, I would do script.parent.activated connect function. I would do, you know, local mouse equals game.players.local player get mouse, something like this. And I would do model clone set primary part C frame mouse.hit.C frame. Or no, I have to do it like this actually. Local m equals m.parent equals workspace. Okay. Oh, so it spawns in. Okay, I was doing it where you click. C frame is not valid member of C frame. In that case, what I would do. I always think mouse.hit is an instance for some reason. What's up, Andrej? Yeah, Pop. What type of text animation do you mean? Oh, there's no primary part. We use VS Code because if you're working on a game with people, it makes it a bit easier to manage it using GitHub. And then you can work offline and it looks nicer. If you're a new programmer, I do not recommend. All right, so that's how I would do that. But if I want to make it spawn from the player, then I would set it to, now you'd have to send this to the server, but I'm just gonna show you this. So I do game.players.local player dot, is that where like it spawns in letter by letter, Pop? Do I like your code? I don't see your code. I'll show you how to do it letter by letter. Roblox has actually made that pretty easily recently. Gub, that's a pretty loaded question. If I have time, in a few minutes, I'll write one though. I haven't written one in a while, so I gotta remember some of the math I did. But character.humanoid part.look vector times. Do I have the intention? I would definitely do a game review stream. Definitely. What are my opinions on replicated first? Other than a loading screen, I never have touched it for anything. What's up, Proxy? I think debris is good. Dude, did I really just... Hold on. I think instead of coroutine, doesn't everyone just use task.spawn now? Why don't only create one? Wait, where are the rest? Why are they spawning there? What did the bot do? I haven't yet, Proxy, but I'm planning on learning it for a tutorial. Do you know what? Yeah. Pop, I actually have a tutorial on that on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Go to my channel, look for the tween service tutorial. Real quick though, in terms of taking text and tweening it, this is how you do that. So if variable equals true versus if variable, they're the same thing essentially. Okay. The way that I would do this is Pop, how do you stay motivated to a game? To answer that, you don't. Motivation for game development is kind of like this. You start out high, you dip into the pit of despair, you kind of go like that, and then you get to your release. And what you have to learn is that down here, to get through, you need discipline. Right? And this is when it's the least fun, but then you get the highest peak right after. So, what's my next video gonna be? I keep meaning to record the beginner tutorial, but I've been too busy, and the past 2 days I haven't been able to use my office for the majority of I didn't have power for the first like 6 hours of the day, because we were getting our generator installed. They just make it easier, Andres. For the most part, yeah, I just use normal tween service, but it's really just an ease of use thing. Blade, I think the biggest thing is just, you know, when you focus on a project, don't think about what ifs for other projects. Just put your all into that one, and don't think about motivation or anything. Just, it's better to be someone who completes their projects and see them through to failure than to move on to the next one before it can even fail or succeed. Hey, thanks, Toro. I appreciate it. Yeah. The best developers are the ones who can maintain work the entire way through. How do you use for loops? I got you in a sec. You're right, but it's a great way to start, Hack Guy. What do you guys, for my next tutorial video, I think I'll just do the beginner tutorial. And then after that, maybe I'll do replicated service or replica service. It's true, Blade. It's something I learned, especially as I've gotten older. You know, if I'm demotivated on a project, I just kind of stick with it and, you know, see it to some level of completion. Get it to some point where you can say, like, all right, like, I made it, you know? Making a matchmaking system. I've never made one before, but I could figure it out. I'd have to learn some ELO stuff. That's like, can be a bit tricky. Pop. The way that I would make the text visible, and the reason this is going to work is because it's also going to teach you how to use for loops. So pay attention. Soon, Hat Guy, although I think there is one already. So, all right, Pop. Text has this value called max visible graphemes. By graphemes, it essentially means letters. So that's how many letters are visible on a text label. So if I have it set to -1, it'll make everything visible. Now, label is a 5-letter word. So if I set it to 4, notice how only 4 letters show. If I set it to 5, you can see everything, okay? With that in mind, the way that I'm creating animated text is by doing this. I'm doing a for loop. So first thing I'm doing is I'm getting the length of the text. So I'm going to say local text length equals script.parent.text. And I'm going to do a string.length of this text. And then I'm going to say for I equals 0, text length, do. We're creating like a Pokemon text system. So this code is going to run until I is equal to the value of, why can't I think? Of the length of the text. So let's say print, or let's do script.parent.text.max visible, or no, dot max visible graphemes equals I. We're gonna do a task.wait 5, task.wait 1. All right, so Pop, your starting value is this, and then this is your end value. And then if you want to, you can add your third, which is your iterator. So this is gonna go from 0 to the text length, which is, remember, that is 5. So it's going to go from 0 to 5 up by 1 each time. So this is going to run 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I is the current value. So I starts at 0. I add this 1, I becomes 1. I add this 2, I becomes 2. I add the 1 again, it becomes 3. And it goes until it's equal to 5. With that in mind, just watch. See? So it creates, or this code runs. So this, oh, the thermal vision, yeah. Oh, well, that's what a for loop is. That's so facts friendly. All right, what other questions do we have? Whoa. Yo, Lent, there's actually a $1 dono. Hello again. There are new links in the updates channel of the game. I got you. Let's check these out. Can you... I need to figure out an example. Alright, let's see what we got for updates here. This isn't in Roblox, right? This has got to be in Blender. If it's in Roblox, then... Damn, the graphics are crazy. I like the Arctic car- Wait, is this in Roblox? Dude, that's crazy. This is PBR textures, right? Those look amazing. I genuinely did not think that was Roblox. Alright. Alright, dude. You guys are killing it, Atlantis. You guys are killing it. I love it. That's awesome. That's fire. Let's see. Chat, if you guys haven't already, make sure you're subscribed because, well, I mean, we don't have 3,900 subscribers yet. What, you know what I'm saying? Can I send my Discord server invite? Sure. Which one? Someone emailed my company email yesterday asking for the Discord server. Oh, I almost just invited you guys to, like, our internal server. That would have been awkward. Okay. Oz, you want a lesson on parameters? I was super confused about parameters as a kid, I remember. Alright, let's talk about this. Function print console text. Very simple. Alright. Print text. And let's say... Alright, now we're going to do this. We're going to do x, y to show you how it works with multiple. And we're going to print x plus y. Okay. How long I've been just learning on for like 10 years now. It's not something that you finish. You made a realistic C game. There's a boat with skin mesh scene and a radar system. Made my friends freak and quit the game. That's sick, God. My big thing that I couldn't figure out was what return did and what, how to effectively use remote events. Those are like my two, like, biggest pain points. All right, let's go into this. So, Oz. Dude, Atlantis, thanks for the $1. You watched the last video you sent? Got you. Yeah, pay your devs, not me. Actually, no, only pay me. I'm kidding. Let me see this. Where's the latest video you sent? Oh wait, did you send it to me in Discord DM? No. Is it this? Return gives a function of value that you can work with. I'll show you in a sec. Oh, is that for when you're aiming at a teammate? I like that. I like the gun system, but as I told you, I hate the smooth camera. It feels so weird. That's pretty dope, dude. Good work. Alright. So, Oz, let's talk about... Alright, I'm gonna teach everybody, I'm gonna teach everyone parameters and returns with this script, okay? Let's talk about parameters first. So, parameters, when they're in a function, are fake values. So, this doesn't actually have any real value. But what I do is, when I call print console, at the moment of firing the code, I give it the value. So the first parameter, I'm gonna set to 1. And the second one, I'm gonna set to 3, okay? So this right here, me calling this with these variables here is the exact same as me making a function that looks like this. Or even more like this. Yo, what's up, Rocker? Welcome. So this allows me to do this, and this is the exact same as this. I'm 19, Godloyd. So parameters start out as just anonymous. So you work with them in the code without knowing what they actually do. And the reason for that is if I need to call this a bunch of times with different values, I can do that thanks to parameters. So then I put them in here when I call the function. These are called my arguments. So I put in my arguments, which work as parameters and are printed out. So let's try this out. If I print console 1.3 and I run my code, nothing's gonna happen because that was in a local script, not a server script. So we're gonna put this here. No, dude, why? The amount of time, oh my God. Give me a second. All right, now if I run it, we've done one so far. Why is my, oh, wait, okay. See how it prints 4 here? See that? My output prints 4, but all my code was this print console 1.3, x plus y. Does that, so Oz, does that make sense to you so far? Do you fully understand that? Because next time I'm going to go into how return works using this. Okay, cool. Next up, we're going to, instead of print x plus y, we're going to return x plus y. So here's what's going to happen. If I do add numbers, 1, 3, and run this, nothing is going to happen, okay? Because all it does is return the value. So what to know about return is that any code I put under here is not going to run because the function is over at return. The reason we use return is it allows us to get this value from x plus y and work with it. So let's say I did local number or local result equals add numbers 1, 3. This right here is the exact same as if I did this. So the difference between these two is this has a variable outside of the scope, and then I set it in here, and then I do it, and it sets the value of that variable. That's weird, and that's a lot of extra code. So instead, I use this return to get a value. What this means is that this is 4. So if I were to print result right here, it would be 4. As you can see, it does it. Now I'm going to ask you all a question. I'm going to ask you all a question. If I have this function and I do return, if I printed result right now, what would print in the console? I'm going to ask you guys this question. It would print Jake. Are we in agreement, guys? So return returns a value. So whatever is returned by this is what the function is equal to. So the result equals add numbers 1, 3. Let me give you another example, okay? Let's say we're working with a string. Okay? Yes, friendly. Let's say I have string 1, which equals Jake. Let's say I print Jake or string.length Jake or string 1. You guys all know what this function would return, right? Since you've used this, you guys know it would return 4. Yes. How are we able to print string.length? I want to ask you guys this. It seems like magic, but it's not. String.length is a function that takes in a parameter that is this string, okay? Think about it that way. And it's returning the length of the string. So, you know, I would do, you know, local value equal, I would do local value for underscore, or, you know, I would return length of the string. So You guys use returns all the time without actually realizing it. This function, the only way we can access any of the data that's provided is because the string.length function is returning the length of the string. So all you do when you add a return is you make your own version of those functions that can return any value that you want. Does that make sense, guys? Return is so useful. If I were to go into some of my code, check, you know, it's return, 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 return. What I'm saying is return seems confusing at first, but eventually you'll realize it is something. It's like return is one of those things you use daily. It's something you use in almost every single function you're going to write. Just doing my best, friendly. Appreciate it. Anyways, do you want to know if there's a way to give text a pop-up animation? Now, do you mean every single letter, or do you mean just like like if I want to? All right, hold on. Do you guys want to learn how to do a health bar today? I know people were asking about that yesterday. Just the whole text. What does the player parameter do in the player event? Danny, great question. When I do this, player is the player that just joined. So if I print player.name and I join the game. Oh, shoot. I clicked. Hold on. Now, if I have that code and I play the game, it's going to print Cheeky Squid. See that? So it printed my username because I was the user that joined. Okay. Once you'd apply the use of metatables, the only use I have for them at the moment, I don't know the most about metatables, so the only reliable instance that I use them for is object-oriented programming. So this is a hotel, right? And this class uses an entire metatable. Is there a way to do it letter by letter? You'd have to like basically have a utility function to divide it into multiple, each letter into its own square. So I'm not going to go into that, but I'm going to show you the animation process. Yeah, friendly. I'll get more familiar too. But here's how I would make a text pop up. Let's set max visible to -1, and let's remove the background. So if I wanted to do this, right, I would do an anchor point of 0.5, 0.5. I would drag this here. What I would do is let me grab the current size just to have it down. Okay. Here's how I'm making my script pop up. Okay. I'm just gonna have that there so that you can see it when we load in. I'm gonna do local goal size equals udem2 dot from offset. We're gonna use offset for this. Okay. So this is the size that I want the UI to be when the animation is done. Okay. And the start size, not yet, T-Board, but we got an object-oriented one on the way, and then we're gonna do general metatables one in a few months. I gotta get fully familiar with them too. I only use them for object-oriented, so I don't fully understand how they work. So I have my local goal size, and I'm gonna set this UI to be 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, that means you can't see it because the size is infinitely small. To make it pop up, I'm gonna do goals, or I'm gonna do script.parent tween size. No, I guess I'll go over how to do it with tween service. Why is your name vector3? So, do you know in scripts, vector3 is how you position something with an X, Y, and Z value. And while to you guys, this is just a YouTube channel. This is actually a full marketing agency I run. So we work with brands and games on Roblox to market them. And our whole thing is we help position brands in Roblox strategically, and we help kind of expand games in every direction. So, you know, we help basically position stuff for success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a local tween service equals game get service tween service. And then I'm going to do local animation tween equals tween service create. And it's going to target script.parent and then tween info. I'll run this code through for everyone to like understand it in a second. Why doesn't it? Oh, it's because of the comma. Okay. Okay. So, all I have to do after that is play. So, Pop, if I play, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna wait 10 seconds, then you're gonna see the UI. Just give it a sec. Or it won't. And it won't, because I forgot to include the amount of time the tween takes. Everybody call me dumb. I forgot to include the time. Okay, Pop, here's what's gonna happen. LERP, I believe, is typically, yeah, first of all, I've never used it, but it is used for like C-frame moving, because you can't, no, you can't. I don't really know like a solid use case when I've never actually used LERP. Wait, did you not even see that because of my character being there? Is Lua is? So true. Okay, so that just didn't work. But it does. For real though. Guys, sometimes I just can't script. Okay, no, it does work. It's just going too fast. Tween service is nice. I've been using Springs for UI though. Okay, it's working, it's just going really fast. But the way that this is working is my goal size for the UI is this. My UI starts at a size of 0, so it's quite literally invisible. And then I use tween service to create a tween, which is essentially like an animation object. The first argument I'm providing is the object I want to tween, which is script.parent, it's the text label. The next is tween info, whereas the visual information. So one is the amount of time it takes, and the elastic easing style is what it's going to look like visually. So if I do in, out, it's going to ease in and ease out, meaning it's going to start slow, get fast, and then when it ends, it's not going to just cut off. It's going to like ease out of it. Guys, I do have a full tween service tutorial on the YouTube channel you can watch. And then this is the parameters you want to change, or the properties. So I'm just changing the size. Christian, I've not touched Motor 6D. My programming is almost always back end, but I can look into it. Okay, that's a better example. As you can see, that zoomed in, so I can make it faster if I was doing, you know, if I was doing an animation. Am I gonna finish the tool? Yes. What's up, Game Crafters? Guys, what are we at for subs? 4 subs away from 3,840. Let's run that up, guys. You got it. I've not touched Blender for animating. I don't know why I told you starter pack last time. Because I realized I was like, wait a minute. If I was doing it, I would put it in here. Let me actually test it for you. Give me 1 second. Let me test this for you. Okay, let's test this out. Yeah, I totally get it, crafters. I broke it though, so. Oh, sprint hello world, nice. Yeah, friendly. Part is not a valid member of workspace. Dude, when I hate when I just want to like test simple code and I forget of like, you gotta actually. Okay, so that's yielding there. Now if I stop, it's not gonna stop for me. Game crafters, at any point did you have the script inside of starter player scripts? I have a feeling you put it in starter character scripts. If the script is connected with your character, that's when the code will stop running. If it's connected to the player, it's not gonna matter, because the player is only stops running when the player leaves. How can you make a global, okay, if I'm doing a, when I did a global leaderboard service, I'm 99% sure instead of profile service, actually, this was the tutorial I planned on making this week. So make sure you're sub, because I'll drop a tutorial on it. But, I just use set global data store. Right? I'm not sure what the capabilities of on profile service to do it, but I use this, and then to get the values, I just fetched them from the user's profile and created this global data store to compare them. How do you use array in a player's head like array detects the part the player is looking at? It's because I turned on a special setting, Godlord. But yeah, Z, I'll get you a tutorial out this week. Christian, I want to answer a question first before we go into that. Do you mean where my character's looking or where my camera's looking? So if let's say my character's like this and I'm looking at the spawn, would you want the code to say I'm looking at the spawn or I'm looking out there? Because that matters in terms of the way we're going to write this code. From the front of the head? Okay. So what I would do... I'm going to use the local script for this. What I would do for this code... First... And then what I'm going to do is... I'll do local run service equals game get service run service, and then I'm gonna do it's so that you guys can see my code. See that? Actually, let me replace it with my output. So I'm gonna do run service.render step connect function, and then what I'm gonna do to do my array is local array equals workspace raycast. Now, Okay. An important part of programming is remembering that I know how to raycast, but I don't remember the order of things, which is the way you're kind of like, that's okay, which is why I follow this. So my origin is going to be my player dot character dot head dot position, and my direction, okay, my direction is going to be my player dot character dot humanoid root. Actually, no, we'll use dot head dot cframe dot look vector. And raycast params, I'm just gonna make them blank. Now, we're gonna print ray.instance dot. Or no, we're gonna do if ray.instance, then print ray.instance dot name. Okay, so the way this code works is that every time the code runs, I'm gonna have to multiply actually the magnitude, attempt to index, no. Alright. Yeah, I gotta do distance. No, wait, raycast params goes in here. Totally gotta live that. I've done that a few times, like on, you know. Yeah, you would do set primary part C frame and set the second argument to the position you want them to look at. What am I forgetting about raycast? Yeah, and then I would connect that code that I just said to a part or to render step. Wait. Because I don't want to have to pass in any raycast params. Actually, I might need to. The reason I might need to is I might have to ignore the head itself. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to send in these raycast params. Okay, let me just make sure I've got everything I need in there. Yeah, I do. So, dude, purple, I'm not a smart person, and I'm not the best programmer either, but I can still know enough to make a game. Maybe this will work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Normally I have to do, I always forget if I have to do like magnitude or something, but I think we're good. Can I please look at this part? Okay, yeah, it's working. So, first off, what I would actually have to do is I would do if not ray, then return n, because that means it found absolutely nothing. All right, dude. Oh, just because if not player dot character, then return n. This is just to I want to make the errors a bit easier to read. Okay. So as you can see, I'm chilling. Now I'm looking at goal, because see how my character's looking there? Looking away, looking at goal. Who asked about this? Because it works. Christian, yeah. See how this works? So think about the way this is running, right? So the origin is going to be the head, and then look vector is essentially the direction that it's looking. Now, it's a very small value. It's basically a stud divided by the 3 directions, meaning to get the proper distance that position is away, we have to multiply it by a large value, like 1,000. So that means it can be up to 1,000 studs away. You're good at coding sometimes, but if you can't find the solution to your problem while making pathing AI, just use IndexBot. Rip its brain. I mean, purple, that's the way you learn, though. What I would just do is I would just read into it more, or I would try and use Google. Dude, like, the biggest mistake programmers make is thinking they can't look everything up. Watch my stream and watch how many things I look up that are very simple, but, you know, knowing what to write is the last of your problem in programming. Please me. What? Sweet. Think we just landed a new client. Chat, where did everyone go? Wait, what happened? I hope you... Okay. Guys, here's my deal, right? If I don't... I'm gonna refresh... I guarantee you 2 of you here are not subscribed. Subscribe. You're trying to make a cutscene. You can make it and everything works, but you want to make an animation players that you can't move around the camera. It's locked to the head of the player. It's very, very simple, Slug. All you're going to do, the only difference I want you to make, you're going to have to do some stuff, but I want you to do local camera equals workspace.current camera. And I want you to do camera.camera type equals scriptable. Or, sorry, enum.camera type scriptable. This essentially doesn't update the camera unless you write code to update it. So this is your starting point. It's going to make it so that just I can't move. Except it broke because I'm bad. What did I not do? Yeah, friendly, you can. What's up, Voldex? Flubber, welcome. Have people spoken coding? I've dabbled in doing that. Game.workspace? No, workspace and game.workspace are interchangeable. There is a new Roblox studio? What do you mean? Oh, okay, well, I'd also use... I guess fixed is... Back in my day, scriptable was unupdatable, but... Okay, no, now it's just not doing... It's not even... What? Also, I'm gonna stop I'm gonna turn off my, this. That's where you'd use pathfinding. So you're gonna use pathfinding. I'll do a full tutorial on it soon. If I were you, I would start out by going in a toolbox, get the official like Roblox zombie, and follow that code as a base. Purple, that's what I did when I was young. I mean, you can see that right here. I didn't. Pet system tutorial. I have a pet hatching tutorial, but I'll do a pet system tutorial soon. How would I detect if a player has a tool? There's 2 different things you have to do to detect if someone has a tool. If a tool is not equipped, then it's in their backpack. If it is equipped, it's in their character. So local function has tool player. Then I'm gonna do if player.backpack. I know, I'm gonna do this. Return player.backpack find first. No, I'm gonna do it like this. Hold on. If player.backpack find first child of class tool, then return true. Else if player.character and player.character find first child of class tool, then return true. And then otherwise, of course, it's going to return false. We're just going to make our own. We actually made a trailer for this game 2 weeks ago. Have any of you guys played Anime Legacy? My company made this trailer. I haven't played it, but dude, I'm really happy with how this trailer came out. Especially because we turned it around. We filmed and edited it in one day. Purple, that's everyone's problem. And all I'm going to say is you got to just be disciplined, dude. It's like the number one thing you got to be willing to do is like when you don't want to develop, you have to get a little bit of work done because it is demotivation in a game. I already drew this once, but when you start making a game, the first couple of days you feel great. Then you enter the pit of despair, blah, blah, blah. It goes like that. And then finally you get back up there. One of the ways to make this a little bit better, I think, is right here, when you make your game, you should be making the minimum viable product. What that means is you should make the core gameplay loop. So if I'm making a simulator, make the simulator actions before you add in any of the fun stuff. Because what that does, you get the hard stuff over with. And by the time you're like here, you're working on the fun stuff of the game, the stuff that makes you, enjoy game development a lot more. So it kind of alleviates some of the demotivation you might find. Got you, friend. I'll check it out when I can soon. I'm going to refresh, and we're going to be at 3,840 subs. I'm going to refresh, and we're going to be at 3,840 subs. Didn't work. Why does my lighting get like this, dude? It gets too dark. Thanks, mystery. All right. Do you guys just enjoy making me sad? Hello. Something bad will happen soon. Cool name. All right. Let's see. Should we make a placement system? I don't want to because I hate the math side of it so much. D-Sly, I'm doing pretty good, dude. How about you? For size, I'm going to do 10, 1, 10. No, I'm going to do 100. 100, 10, 100. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it here. And we're going to call this placement. Why are you confused? Do you have a scripting question I can help with? Let's make a placement system. What are your thoughts about? I haven't gotten access yet, so I don't really have any. I think it's cool, though. They've been talking about doing it for a really long time. Thank you. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So. What? Okay. Purple, it still happens to me. If you have a question, just ask it in this chat. It's the only time I really have the time to answer these questions. That's why I do these streams. Play Doors. I tried to play Doors. I'm so bad at it. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. What about a part that rotates and scales on the toast of the player? So, what did I do for that? I've done that before. I've made like a bullet effect. How do you make pets follow you in a pet system? The simplest way is a run service dot render step. When will be there streams like this? Right now and often. All right, let's make a placement system. Let's do this. Is the person who even asked about it still here by any chance? Sick. Well, you're about to learn how to make a placement system. So we're going to say local grid equals workspace wait for child. We're going to do this all in the client, but I'm going to tell you when you would need to switch part of it to the server if you want the placement to show for other people, of course. But I'm not, this isn't to teach network. My light just fell. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Something bad will happen soon was right. Oh no. Ah! Now I guess we're in darkness. Hold on. Hold on. Ah! Oh. Okay. Sort of good. It's gonna be kind of darker, I guess, but it's all good. All right. So local, yeah. Now it's got to be closer. Okay. So I'm gonna say local grid equals workspace. Wait for child grid. Now we're gonna divide the All right. I gotta remember my math here. So our goal is to take this grid, right? Let's beep boop boop boop. Let's say this, 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 and this, right? Our goal is to make it so that when I place something, it locks onto the grid. So la la la, la la la, and each one is 5 by 5. So what we have to do for that is first we need to get the mouse position. So let's say it's right here. Then we need to know that it's associated with this. If it's right here, associated with this. So the way we're gonna do that is by learning local C frames versus world C frames, and then we're going to apply that math. At some point, I'm sure we'll be dividing a number by 5. And yeah, so I can get to it. That remind me, that's the new version, right, of region 3s, essentially, right? Yeah, I'll get to that. So here's what we need to do. I'm gonna say local mouse equals player, get mouse. Okay, we got the stuff we need. Now local enabled equals true, and we're gonna do well, now there's a new version friendly that's even simpler. We're gonna say run service dot render step connect function. If enabled, no, we're gonna use a guard clause. So if not enabled, then return end. Now we're gonna say local hit equals mouse dot hit. Oops, mouse dot hit. Wait, what is? I thought mouse dot hit used to return an instance. Anyways. Remind me when I finish this placement system, and we'll get to that. I've already been live for an hour. I gotta go soon. I'm gonna go in like 10, 20 minutes probably. All right. Local hit equals okay. Okay. Actually, wait. Shoot. I gotta do this next time, guys. I know it's abrupt, but I didn't realize I've been streaming for an hour, and I have a like whole work day. Plus, I have a 7 p.m. call, so I gotta dip. I gotta make 4 TikToks, onboard 2 new clients, and call. You were about to donate. Wait, don't end. Okay. But yeah, no. I'll be back live tomorrow. Over the weekend, I'll do a longer stream. Something like the first one when we did 2.5 hours. We'll do between 2.5 to 3 hours. Danny, your name scares me. Hold up, let's make sure. Can we be friends, please? Thank you for the dawa. No, we can't. We'll never. I'm kidding. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then this weekend we'll have a lot longer of a stream. Yeah. Thank you for the $1 donation, Fiz. I appreciate it. Of course, you're my friend. Thanks for popping by. New tutorials coming out. We're going to do a health bar tutorial tonight. I'll film it. Going to post that tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I'm going to film a global leaderboard tutorial and post that on Saturday. Hopefully, both of them will be less than 10-minute tutorials. And yeah. All right. Have a great day, guys. Peace.